San Michael Wanduka said, why someone with a criminal record can still run for office in Nigeria. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Michael Wanduka, former Attorney General of Nigeria, has spoken on the present debate on whether or not a candidate for president can have a criminal record. During an interview on Tuesday episode of Arise TV, The Morning Show, Michael Wanduka, who previously held the position of Minister of Justice from 2007 to 2010, claimed that the Constitution specifies the conditions under which an ex-convict may run for office in the nation. However, he asserts that when 10 years have passed after the date of their release from jail, the law permits a convicted felon to run for office. He asserted that regardless of where you are found guilty, including in Nigerian court, the criminality specified in the Constitution relates with the crime which revolves dishonesty and also relates to a conviction over 10 years. You cannot become president after 7 times in prison, so the 10-year grace period does not apply if you are already incarcerated. For 10 years following the conviction, you are not permitted to run for office in Nigeria, but after that period has expired, you are permitted to do so for any position. The reason for this is that at the moment the requirements for seeking the office of the president or any other position cannot be altered. Additionally, you cannot modify the disqualifications for eligibility and disqualification outlined in the Nigerian Constitution. It is required by the law. In a sense, you are saying that Tinubu is eligible to run for election even with his with the kind of case he has hanging around his neck, which is, him him being convicted of a crime, in the early 30 years ago. Okay, make we dey watch. Is it 30 years ago or more? Make we dey watch. Yes, because the foundation of Nigeria of today is rooted in criminality. To me, it is not okay. That person will write that in for the Constitution, the okay. Why? I am looking at this from two angles. The first angle is there's a possibility that you were innocent. We all know how the police can be today. How the police can have a hardened criminal. And somebody will call and say, okay, release this particular person, I'm going to give you this amount of money. And in order to release that person, they need to have somebody else to replace him. And they kidnap somebody who is innocent. Maybe somebody who is coming back from work, somebody who is working on his own. They kidnap the person and take the person to the station. And he replaces the criminal. And then maybe that person not having someone to come to fight for him, not having the funds or whatever, or they feel he's dead. Then somebody reappears from nowhere. Then that person now, after coming out to begin his life, now starts doing well and now wants to come out. So he's going to right the wrong of what he went through. That is on one hand. That is somebody who was framed. Now we have somebody who is indeed a criminal. The hardened criminal. He kills, he kidnaps, he collects ransom. You understand? That is what he does for a living. And then, after doing this, he was caught. Arrested. Charged to court and was convicted of, of crimes. And after the edit, convicted of crime. And after the convict, he spent like maybe 7 years, 10 years in prison. And he comes out. And then he just comes out and they fight with him, they didn't know see. You can't gather people. You understand? Before you know, they don't support him. Before you know, you don't enter a political party. Before you know it, you don't come outside. Now, if that kind of a person, maybe because you don't reach 10 years, you don't reach 15 years, when you don't do there. You understand? But this person is a hardened criminal. Will you continue to ask this question? Or, as to me, it is very necessary. That's why I'm saying I'm looking at it from both angles. So those two scenarios are different. You can imagine. So how would you know if one is really cured from his criminality? The prison yard is supposed to make you to either become a better person or become worse. Now, for the innocent person that went into prison, it may break him. It may not. For the one who is really a criminal that went to prison, he may think about it and become a better person. Or he may also become worse. So how then are they going to be doing mental, checks on these people? Are they going to be putting taps of them for the next? Because if it is if it is in the insane climes, you come out, you are actually being watched for a number of times. So that you can go back, people can easily go back to your records. Okay, when you came out, this is the kind of life you lived. Do they put such tabs here? Because I feel that law needs to be scrapped. To me, I feel it needs to be scrapped. And like I said, I feel it needs to be scrapped. I feel it's not because the person might be, not a criminal. In fact, but the only person who will be able to do that is somebody who is genuinely coming in to serve. Because you're genuinely coming in to serve and you know that nothing will make you perform criminal acts. And of course, unless in abnormal Nigeria, you're not going to be tagged the criminal unless somebody frames you for it and the police, acts in favor of that person. Okay, so it's a tricky kind of law. Okay, the Constitution of Nigeria should be written to permit armed robbers, thieves, criminals, terrorists, bandits, rapists, and lawbreakers to go scot-free. Since the Constitution can be abused, that every criminal in government, including the judiciary, is over and above the Constitution of a country. This person don't vex. While bent on delivering ridiculous lectures every other day, it is yet to be revealed who this man is actually working for. Don't ignore the message. Okay? What more do you expect when the Constitution was organized and written by criminal-minded people? Yes, I support this person that said we need to write the Constitution. And it is going to be written by people who are genuinely, they genuinely want to make Nigeria work. Not people who are just here for whatever they can get out of a country. If they happen for Nigeria, they will soon bend the law now to suit their purpose. You say they will soon bend. They bend the law on a daily basis. Many times, have you not seen, for those who have watched people, saw stories of people waiting for Lagos and this their last mile whatever. But one car pass here, they don't catch the car. And me, I followed, I don't know, I think say, it is always that story. Waiting make they don't catch that car. You don't know, but then catch your car. To them, they're being partial, Alright, evil politicians and wickedness of the judiciary will surely end in no distant time from now. My dear, I say big amen to that prayer because it needs to end so that Nigeria will become better. Again, okay, on those notes, we have come to the end of the news. So say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.